So last month closing balance becomes the opening balance. So 52,000 collected in April, 52 collected in May. The balance is here now. That becomes the opening balance for the next year. Add the inflow, it becomes 2,83,200. So we are dealing only with the cash, how much cash received, how much cash has been paid. Hello, my dear student. I am Dr. B.S. Subramanian, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. I am going to hand Financial Management 2, 5th semester, Unit 2. So, Financial Management relating to BBA, and this goes in favor of the cash budget is considered. So, there are two Financial Management, Management 1 and Management 2. I am doing the Financial Management 2 with reference to BBA of 5th semester, and it goes in favor of the cash budget. So cash budget is based on the real account principle. If you go with the accountancy based now, what is a real account? Real account is nothing but what are the rules we follow. We have got two sides. One is called debit side, one is called credit side. All the whatever we receive a cash, only cash transaction will come on the debit side. Whatever the payment made will come on the credit side. Or we can say receipts is a cash receipt, outward is a cash payment. So we have got one receipt side, one payment side. Whatever we receive will come on the receipt side. Whatever the payment made will come on the credit side is there. So in here, especially now we are preparing the cash budget, maybe 3 months, 4 months or 5 months are considered, depends upon the problem. And the major question we are going to get in examination, one from the cash budget is considered. So this is one of the important questions which you are going to solve now. A cash budget is an estimation of the firm cash receipt and payments for the budget pay. How much cash received, how much cash payment we are going to pay here. Then it gives an account of the estimate of cash receipt and cash payment of the firm budget period. So we are dealing only with the cash, how much cash received, how much cash has been paid. So we are talking only cash transaction, no chance of the credit transactions as considered, and gives the details of anticipated cash receipt and cash payment and cash balance at the end of the every month or every week. So we are going to make the cash budget once in a month. At the end of the event, what's the cash balance? Say how much cash in hand, how much cash at bank. We are going to inform the, especially firm is considered. So we are going to, what are the receipts are, what are the payments are. We'll go detailedly now. So this is the format of the cash budget here. Carefully, they may ask for 3 months or 6 months. We start with the opening balance. So last month closing balance becomes the opening. Add cash inflow. When you make the cash sale, cash is coming in. Collection from debtors or customers are considered. When you make the credit sale, this month sale, they will collect the money in the next month is considered. Then interest on investment is there. If you invest the money, if you get the interest now, it is nothing but inflow is considered. Then calls in arrears is collected. It's called cash inflows. We can say this word no, cash inflows. Coming in, cash inflows. Now, what are the cash outflows are? When you make the purchases, we pay to creditor. When it's a cash purchase, actually, we purchase the goods and pay the cash immediately. And if we pay the cash in the next month or next month, it will pay to creditor is considered. Machinery purchase, cash is going out. What's the general entry? Machinery account data to cash account is considered. When you pay the dividend paid, dividend account data to cash account, cash is going out. If you pay the IT income tax paid, cash is going out. Wages paid, cash is going out. Manufacturing cash is going out. Assume that the total outflow is B. This is a total inflow is A. So closing balance is A minus B of this month. This becomes the opening balance. Once again, add the figure, become the closing balance. The closing balance becomes opening balance for the next month. Once again, we get the closing balance. So the closing balance of this month becomes the opening balance for the next month. The closing balance of this month becomes the opening balance for the next month. We can get the closing balance here. So when you are solving the problem, you must carefully, you have to make this now. We'll go to the problem now. From the following budget data, forecast the cash position at the end of April, May, June. So he wants to know the position of April, He wants to know the position of May. He wants to position know of the June. So we have got sales here 1,20,000, 1,30,000. So when you make the credit sale, when you make the credit sale, he becomes the debtor and we becomes the creditor. When you make the purchases, we become the debtor and he becomes the creditor. Purchase goes to creditor. This is creditor. This goes to debtor. Then wages has been paid, expenses has been paid. So this is what they want. Then sales. 20% is the cash sale, balance credit sale, realized equally in the 2 subsequent months. If we make the sale this month, we receive the amount, whatever the difference amount, we'll collect in the next 2 months. Purchase, these are paid in the following the month of supply. If we purchase this month, we'll pay the money in the next month. Wages, 75% of wages paid in the next month. That means 25% paid in the same month, 75% paid in the next month is considered. Expenses paid after 1 month. So if any expense, so February in March, March in April, April in May. Then rent rupees 3,000 per month to be paid in advance for 3 months in April. In advance means 3,000 into 3 is 9,000 is paid in the month of April. That is for April, May, June. Then income tax, first installment of 30,000 due on away. So on 15th means it's outflow. How much income tax is going out? 30,000. Income from investment, 24,000 is inflow. Received quarterly in April and July. You are doing for April, May, June. Remember, cash in hand, expand 1/4 is 30,000. When you start with 30,000, show the working out for debtors and wages, they say. So we'll go one by one sales. So February sales, how much is there? 1,20,000. February sales, February, 1,20,000. Then he says 20% is the cash sales. See that? 20% is the cash sale minus cash sales, 20%. So 20% of this, 24,000. This is a cash sale. Bring out the reference. 96,000 is the credit sale. Credit sale is 96,000. How they saying no? Realize that equally in 2 subsequent months, no? Equally in 2 subsequent. So half of this, half in, this is 96,000, half in March, half in April. See the wording? Your wordings are balance credit sale realize equally in 2 subsequent months. 2 subsequent, we understand now? Equally. So half of this, 48,000 in March, 48,000 in April. So this goes in favor of February, March. What's the sales of the March? See that? February or March is 1,30,000. Minus 20% cash sales. 20% of this is 26,000. 26,000, deduct 26,000. So 1,04,000 credit sales collected equally. This in March, 1 in April, another in May. How much collect? Half means 72,000. Here 72,000. Half of this, 2 5s are, 2 2s are, 52,000, 52,000. So 52,000 collected in April, 52 collected in May. March over, April, What's your April sale? See that? 1,60,000 minus 20% cash sales. 20% of this 32,000. Deduct 32,000. 1,28,000. That is the credit sale. Half. This is May, June. Half of this 64,000. 64,000. In favor of, so March over, April over, then May sale 2,32,000 minus 20% cash sales. So 20% of this 46,400. We'll calculate once again. 2,32,000 into 20 divided by 100. 46,400. Deduct 2,32,000 minus 46,400. 1,85,600. This is credit sale. Half. This is half April, May, half in June, half in July. Half of that 92,800. 92,800. So February over, March over, April over. This is May, June only cash. What's your June sale? Only cash sale will come. 3 lakh minus 20% cash sales. 60,000. 2,40,000 credit sale. Half in July, August. So 1,20,000. 1,20,000. So we want only for April, May, June. We'll go with collection from debtor, April. See the April, February, March. Here come back February, March. So 48,000 plus here you come April 52,000. How much collected here? 48,000 plus 52,000. 1 lakh. Collection from debtor 1 lakh. April, May. See that May 52,000. Next May 64,000. So 52,000 plus 64,000, 1,16,000. June collection. June 64,000. June 92,800. This is month of April, May, June. 64,000 plus 64,000 June, 92,800. So 64,000 plus 92,800, 1,56,800. This is collection from data. Cash sale is there. So regarding the wages, 75% wages paid in the next month means 25% paid in the same month. We'll go with the problem. What's the wages? 15,000. March, April, 12,000. So 12,000 into 25 divided by 100. That is 12,000 into 25 divided by 100. So 3,000 will be paid in the same month. Here, wages 25% in the same month of same month. 25% of the same month. Here, 12,000, 25%. 1 3 means 3 by 25. Here, no. How they are saying, no. 75% in the next month. 25% means 1 4. So 3,000 same. 3,000 in April. Regarding the May, you got 10,000. 2,500. Same month. June, 12,000. Once again, 3,000. See that? 12,000 means 3,000. Same month. Then, what's the 75% paid in the next month? 75% next month. So, here 12,000 means 9,000 here. Here 7,500 here. Then you have to see the March, no? How much in March? 18,000. Here March wages is 18,000. So 25%. 4,500. 13,500. So same month, last month how much he paid? 4,000. This month, 13,500. So 4,000, 13,500. 13,500. So totally paid 16,500. This is 11,500. This is 3,000. Means 10,500. How they paid? 16,500, 11,500, 10,000 is outflow. We'll put into format slowly. So opening balance. What's the problem says? Start on 1/4. Opening balance is 30,000. April. Cash sale 20%. April. Here April, March. April 20% is 32,000. Then May 20% is 46,400. June. Here June 20% is 60,000. 20% of cash sale. See the question. April how much is there? 16,000. 20% means 32,000. See that? 20% April is 32,000. 32,000. Then in the month of May, this will go. This is April. In the month of May, 20% is 46,400. Then in the month of June, okay, this is in the month of May. In the month of June, 20% is 60,000. So collection from debtor, April 1 lakh. Then May 1,16,000. Collection from debtor 1,50,000. 1,56,800. This over. There is no interest on investment, nil. Total cash inflow. Add the figure. Any interest on investment is there? See that? Here, rent, wages, expenses. Income from investment is 24,000 received in April and May. 24,000. Interest on investment April 24,000 is there. There's no in the form of installment 24,000 received quarterly, 24,000 in April and July. So all are payment now. These are all the payments you got. Receipt is so much. Add the figure. So 30,000 plus 32,000 plus 1 lakh plus 24,000. 1,86,000. 1,30,000, 1,62,000, 1,32,000, 62,000, 66,000, 1,86,000. It's 32,000. That's all, 30%. 1,86,000. I will show once again. See that. April sale is 1,60,000. 20% of this, 32,000. Right. 1,86,000. Idu cash inflows. A. Come back to outflows. Credit are paid for purchases. He says, purchase. These are paid in the month following the month of supply. That means March and April. April. See that? March purchase. What's the purchase of March? March paid in April. 75,000 is paid in April. Credit are for purchases. 75,000 paid in April. April in May. April in May, 1,50,000. Then May in June. May, 2,32,000. Purchases. So March in April 75,000. April 1,50,000 in May. Right? What's the May now? 1,55,000 in June. 1,59,000. This was then wages paid 16,500. 16,500. Then 11,500. Then 10,500. All payment outflows. This over. Then expenses paid. How the expenses they say? Expense paid after 1 month. So March in April. March in April. 8,000. April in May. April 12,000, in May, then this is 20,000. 1 month gap. This expense over. Income tax paid. So income tax paid rupees 30,000 on or before 15th June. Income tax paid in June. This is IT, June. Any rent paid? Rent rupees 3,000 per month to be paid in advance 3 months. In April means 9,000. Here no rent 9,000 paid in April. Advance 9,000 is paid. I will repeat. This is inflow, this is outflow. Add the outflows here. 75,000 plus 16,500 plus 8,000 plus 9,000. 1,08,500. This is your B. Now A minus B. 1,86,000 minus 108,500. 77,500. 77,500. 1,86,000. 1,32,000, 62, 66, 86,000. 1,77,500. So this becomes the opening balance. 77,500. Add this. 77,500 plus 46,400 plus 116,000, 2,39,900. Add this. 1,50,000 plus 11,500 plus 12,000. 1,73,500. 1,73,500. It is outflow. This is inflow. 2,39,900. 2,39,900 minus 1,73,500. 66,400. This becomes the inflow now. 66,400. Add the figure. 66,400 plus 60,000 plus 1,56,800. 2,83,200. So the balance is here now. That becomes the opening balance for the next year. Add the inflow. It becomes 2,83,200. Add the outflows. 1,59,000 plus 10,500 plus 20,000 plus 30,000. 2,19,500. 2,19,500. Deduct 2,83,200. 2,83,200 minus 2,19,500. 63,700. All closing balance. How will we work out? Your opening balance is 30,000. 20% is the cash sale. Then collection from debtor. We have worked out. See that how you work out? Here now. In the month of February, 1,20,000, 20% is a cash sale, 26,000. Balance is 96,000. Half, 48,000 in March, 48,000 in April, 1,30,000. 20% is 26,000, 1,04,000. Half April, half May, that is 26,000 in April. Then in the month of April, 20% is 32,000, 1,20,000. Half year, in the month of June, you have got 46,000. Then in the month of June, you have got 60,000 half. We want the cash sale here, 32, 40. Then collection from debtor VD and interest on investment only in the month of April, you got totally 1,86,000. Creditor for purchases will be paid after 1 month. See that? Here, 75,000 paid in April, 1,50,000 in May, 1,59,000 paid in June. Then, wages paid, 25% of the same month, 75% of the last month. This one. Then, regarding the expenses, after 1 month, expense after 1 month, 18,000 in April, expenses, 8,000 in April, 12,000 in May, 20,000. Then wages over, expenses over. Then regarding this IT is considered here now. Income tax is paid 30,000 on June. Here we paid, IT paid 30,000 in June. Then rent paid 3,000 in advance. That is 3,000 into 3, 9,000 has been paid in the month of April. So opening balance, add inflow, outflow balance is 77,500. You should come here. 77,500, add the figure. Once again, 66,400 here. This comes here. Then outflow. So this is a closing balance which can be utilized. So here nothing but inflow and outflows are considered. Inflow and outflows are considered here. So just like inflows and outflows are made, you must be very careful about the inflows and outflows. What I did know, 20% of the same month. Next, the balance in the next month, I'm going to calculate, that's all. So the balance amount you're going to calculate now. So interest on investment only come, creditor for purchase we made, then wages you have got 1 month gap, then expenses will be paid in the next month, IT paid in the month of June only, rent paid advance more 3,000 into 9,000 has been paid here. So outflow is 1,08,500, balance is 77,500. Then bring up opening balance to the next month. Inflow, outflow, inflow, outflow. The balance is left over 77,500, 66,400, 63,700. So you must see that how much income is there, how much receipt we received, how much expenditure we have made. So that you have to calculate. Slowly you have to calculate. So this is on the same day you have collected, this is collected in the 2 months, April and May collection that you have been worked out here. So this type of workout you have to make it. This is the method. February cash sale, 96 half in March, February, March, April. Here March, April, May, June, May, June and July. Here June, July and August. So we are doing only for June. No, this we have taken. Then regarding the 25% of the same month, 75% of the last month. This is last. Hope. Regarding the expenses, after 1 month is considered. So I have explained everything now. Hope you understand the problem. So when you say purchases, credit purchase, he becomes the creditor. When you make the credit sale, he becomes the debtor. Debtor, sales is a debtor, purchase a credit. Regarding the expense, other expense, they will inform you. If the outflows are more or inflows are less, then balance is closing balance. That becomes the opening balance for the next month is considered. Hope You have followed. I have explained everything now. This is very, very, very easy, and definitely it will come from the examination point of view. Hope you understand. So we'll meet in next session with another cash outflows here. Cash budget is considered. Then, till then, goodbye. Meet in the next class.